They called him everything from a provocateur to a pariah, from a man of immense wealth to a symbol of controversy. But Andrew Tate's story is not one defined by the labels that others have stuck upon him. It is a saga of relentless ambition, of a spirit forged in the fires of public disdain and personal adversity, and of a man who refused to be broken by the weight of the world's judgment. Today, we dive deep into the turbulent journey of Andrew Tate, a journey that transcends controversy and becomes a testament to the power of a relentless comeback. Andrew Tate was born into a world that expected conformity, a world where mediocrity was celebrated and boldness was often met with scorn. Yet, even as a young man, he exhibited a fierce determination that set him apart from the crowd. From his early days, Tate was driven by a fire that could not be quenched, a desire to challenge the status quo, to disrupt the norms, and to carve out his own destiny. But as with all great stories, the road to greatness was paved with obstacles. In his early years, Tate faced rejection on many fronts. Society told him to play it safe, to follow the well-worn path that many before him had trodden. But deep within, he knew that the life of comfort and conformity was not his destiny. He dreamed of a world where success was measured not by the opinions of others, but by the strength of one's will and the audacity to defy every limitation. With every setback, every door closed in his face, his resolve only grew stronger. The bitter taste of failure became the catalyst that fueled his ambition. And so, with unwavering determination, he set out to prove that he could rise above the judgments cast upon him. There were times when the world seemed intent on crushing his spirit. The media, ever hungry for scandal, painted him as a villain, dangerous maverick who defied every norm of society. They magnified his missteps and twisted his words, turning every controversy into ammunition against him. Friends turned into critics, allies into enemies, and the very institutions that once held promise became the instruments of his isolation. Yet in the midst of this onslaught, Tate discovered that true power lies not in the approval of the masses, but in the fierce, unyielding belief in oneself. Every harsh criticism, every attempt to break him, only served as the anvil upon which his new self was forged. Imagine the cold sting of rejection, the harsh echoes of, "You'll never make it," reverberating in your ears day after day. For many, such words would extinguish any flicker of hope, leaving behind a trail of shattered dreams. But for Tate, those words became the very fuel that ignited his inner inferno. In the solitude of his struggle, he learned that pain is not a curse, it is a teacher. Every moment of despair was a lesson in resilience, every setback an opportunity to rise even higher. It was in those dark hours that he honed his craft, that he learned the art of turning adversity into advantage. And slowly, the whispers of failure began to fade, replaced by the roar of a man determined to reclaim his destiny. Tate's journey was marked by a series of bold, unyielding moves that defied conventional wisdom and challenged the limits imposed by a world that preferred mediocrity over genius. He stepped into the arena of business and self-promotion with a confidence that bordered on audacity. Where others hesitated, he struck. Where they faltered, he surged forward with relentless energy. His approach was not without risk. Each decision was a leap into the unknown, each move a calculated gamble against the forces of doubt and resistance. And yet, with every risk taken, his legend grew. The world began to see him not as a product of scandal, but as a symbol of raw, unfiltered ambition, a man who turned every challenge into a stepping stone towards greatness. But greatness is never achieved without a price. Tate's meteoric rise was accompanied by moments of searing pain and public humiliation that would have shattered the spirit of a lesser man. There were days when the weight of the world's expectations seemed unbearable, when the relentless barrage of criticism threatened to drown his resolve. Yet it was in those moments that he discovered the true meaning of strength, the ability to rise from the ashes of defeat, to harness the power of one's inner rage. and to transform every scar into a badge of honor. With each setback, he learned to strip away the layers of self-doubt, to embrace his raw, unfiltered identity, and to stand tall as a beacon of defiance in a sea of conformity. If you're ready to embrace your true power and join the ranks of the unbreakable, then take action now. Subscribe, hit like, and share this video with every soul that dares to challenge the status quo. Together we will rise, we will fight, and we will build a future that echoes with the strength of our collective will.